And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Cleveland Guardians and the San Diego Padres. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. All right, ready to get underway. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. That one not close. And we're underway here in the home opener. Merrill. And it's caught for the out. Here's Jose Ramirez. Ramirez getting to start at third, batting second in today's lineup, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Up the middle, in plenty of time to first, and Ramirez is set down. Now it's the right fielder, Will Brennan. And first offering is fouled off. And that's in there at the knees.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
And ball one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And there's a ball.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
That one misses. Ball 3. The rise. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here with my pal Singy, and on the hill, Shane Bieber.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working. But if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
So with 1 down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. Right through there for a strike.
Oh, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Boog, Tatis is so athletic, he probably could have carved out a career in other sports if he wanted, but he grew up in a baseball family with baseball in his blood.
And downstairs. That misses. Now 2-2.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Luis Ariz stands in. Way inside, gets out of the way. Bieber checks the runner. Tag and they got him. Tatis picked off. 2 outs, base is empty. Hit in the air, center field. Thomas on the move. He's got it. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Back here in San Diego, new inning getting started. And here's the first baseman, Carlos Santana. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Santana checks his swing, appeal to third. Nope, he held back.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Righty delivers. And that's a check swing at a ball in the dirt. The count now 2-2. And that squirts through. Now he'll turn for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Here's Lane Thomas now. Bunts it straight back to the mound. Fires over to first. He's out. Out on the sac bunt. Bo Naylor at the plate now.
The catcher, Bo Naylor.
This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. Runner on at third, one gone. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Here's a 1-1. Right through there for a strike. And a ball evens the count. Cronenworth throws to first in time, but the go-ahead run comes in to score. Here's Brian Rocchio, and Cleveland on top once in. There's a swing and a drive. Way back there. Go crazy. Go crazy. Gigantic blast. It's 2-0. So 2 down. Stepping up for the Guardians, Angel Martinez. Breaking ball inside. And that is ball one. That one fouled off. Two outs. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And that will end the inning. Back here at Petco Park in beautiful San Diego. This place hosted postseason baseball last year, Siggy. And Padre fans hope they'll experience more of the same this year.
Great energy in this ballpark, and a successful Padres team is really good for baseball. They're giving the Dodgers everything they can handle in the NL West. Plus, Petco Park has turned into one of the best postseason experiences in the league.
And that one hammered. That's back. And that one is out of here. A laser to left. It's 2-1.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there.
Yeah, I mean, it's spy.
Pitch on that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over. Stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Jake Cronenworth in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Hard hit left side. That takes care of Cronenworth. Here's Xander Bogaerts. Bogaerts, who wears that number 2 on his back for his idol, Derek Jeter. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Brennan brings it in, and there's 2 away. Here's Jason Hayward. Top of the zone for a called strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Foul ball. The 0-2. Called strike 3 on the fastball. And that. Back here at Petco Park. Now it's the rookie DH, Petey Halpin. King back to work. Reaching for it and brings it in. So the lineup flips over. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. He's 0 for 1. That one a little bit high, and that's ball 1. On the ground, Cronenworth fires to first in time. 2 down, base is empty. Now it's Jose Ramirez. Lifted in the air, right center field. Merrill has a beat on it. He's got it, and that is out number 3. And we're back. Here's Elias Diaz. That one in there across the letters. Fought off foul. That one out to right. Now it's the DH, Connor Joe. And that is out of play. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. And yes, he did. He went around. Bieber checks the runner. And he's back in there.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some.
Oh, now this one blasted deep to left. Way back there. On its way and out of here. And now they're out front. It's 3-2. Back to the top of the order now. Stepping in for San Diego, Jackson Merrill. First offering, and it just misses.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Pulls that one foul.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Thomas right there to make the grab. 1 away. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr.
The right fielder, Fernando Tatis.
This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. Up the middle. He is safe, and he beats the throw by a whisker.
The first baseman, number 4.
Oh, man. Cade Smith gets the ball now.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
1 ball.
This one in the dirt. Tatis, the runner at first, with 1 gone in the inning. Check swing, now an appeal to third, and he went around. That's ruled the swing. Check swing, went around, and that's strike 2. In the dirt. In the air, left field, down the line. Kwan makes a nice running catch.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
And he held back, according to Dave Lawrence. 2 outs. Swing and a miss.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Sets him down looking. That was pretty nasty. 2 across on this San Diego homer. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're watching. And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the 4th, and now the right fielder, Will Brennan. Swings and misses. 0-1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot. Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning, get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Off the plate inside, and the count 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. In the dirt, ball 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And that skips into dirt.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at-bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Next pitch inside. And now 3-1. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He was all over that one. We've all seen the defensive shift make a big difference in defending against pull hitters, but it's not foolproof. He pulled it as expected, but he found a hole that time.
Tatis drifts towards it, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. That's out number 2. And now the catcher comes up to him. Bo Naylor. Machado throws to first in time. And that is the bottom 4. Digging in, Jake Cronenworth. Cronenworth, a 7th-round pick by the Rays in 2015 out of the University of Michigan, where he was a two-way guy. And in fact, the Rays used him that way.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. It's Xander Bogaerts now. Flied to right his first time. Ball 1 there.
You know, the first manager to ever win a game here at Petco Park was Tony Gwynn. Yes, Tony Gwynn. They had a college baseball tournament here in March 2004, and Tony managed San Diego State to a win.
Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
Ooh, Baya.
1-2.
You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Jason Hayward digs in now. And first offering is fouled off. Hayward goes 6 feet 5 inches, 35 years old, and he's usually in right, today starting in left.
Boog, if I was to break it down and make it simple, I would say right field's kind of a chill spot compared to left field. Left field.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just Back here in San Diego, all set for the start of the inning. So in now for Cleveland, Brian Rocchio. The shortstop takes the ball.
1 ball, no strike.
Flares it into the outfield. Hauls it in, and there's one away. And up next for Cleveland, Angel Martinez. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Two strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. One down, base is empty.
2-2.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Merrill makes the grab, and there's 2 down. Petey Halpin getting ready to hit. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. He swings and fouls one off. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. That one just misses.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge.
And that's a strikeout. Matthew Ross. Back here at Petco Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. So digging in now for San Diego, Elias Diaz. And that one wrapped foul. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Hauls it in for the out. Connor Joe, the next to hit. He's already homered in this game. The Guardians going with a new pitcher, Paul Sewald.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And the sweeper misses.
2 balls, no strike.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
2-1.
1 out, base is empty. Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Next offering upstairs.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. He makes the grab, out number 2. And now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill.
Jackson Merrill.
Pitch misses inside, ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
On the ground, right side. To first, and the inning is over. And we're back. Now the left field. Stephen Kwan.
Number 56. Jeremiah Estrada.
Checks his swing. Now an appeal to third. No swing. Just held it back there. Swing and a foul out of play. the mark there. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that one fouled off. In there. Got him looking for the K. That was pretty nasty. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Jose Ramirez. Right through there for a strike.
Now this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Inside, almost got him. Battling here as he fouls it away. The Padres up by a run, and we're the top half of the 6th. And a good eye there.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so that's a good take by him.
Pitches in the dirt. Full count now.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
On a line out towards center. Merrill pulls that one down, and there are 2 down. So up next, Will Brennan. 0 for 2 in this one. That one carrying onto the track, and he makes the catch. Bottom of the 6th inning. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Sewald back to work. And ball 1 to the right fielder. Fernando Tatis Jr. signed by the White Sox 2015 for $700,000. And then eventually moved in the James Shields trade in June of 2016.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. At 110 miles per hour on the exit velo.
Pitching change here, Tim Herron.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know.
Oh, gets dirty. The feed for 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Nice diving stop right there. Gets the out. Great reactions. Excellent job of finishing the play with a nice, easy throw.
Here's Manny Machado now. He's already homered here in this one. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. And down on strikes. 2 out. Now here's Jake Cronenworth.
Second baseman, Cronenworth.
Swing and a miss.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
Next offering upstairs.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
The rise. The runner at first with 2 gone. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's the switch hitter. Carlos Santana.
Now pitching for the Padres, number 78, Ryan Coley.
That's outside. Ball 1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
1-1.
Into the outfield, base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Pulled that one right in the direction of the shifted defense, but no one could make a play on it. I mean, that's his approach, and it's probably not changing.
Here comes Lane Thomas. And that clips the inside corner. That one missed.
2-1.
Runner on the go. Fouled off. He was late. And that one is inside.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion.
Runner goes again. Merrill on the move. Makes the grab, run away. Here's the catcher. Bo nailed. First pitch misses. Trying to hold a one-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. And Naylor swings through that one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike 2.
2 strike.
Runner on the go. Cronenworth tosses to first. No chance of the double play with the runner in motion.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always good to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
So now a pinch hitter, Jhonkensy Noel.
And this is a big at-bat coming, Boo. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
Tatis really on his horse for it. Brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. Back here in San Diego, and here comes. So Cleveland brings on a new reliever, Trevor Stephan. Stephan, 29 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2017. And that's in for a strike. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Thomas makes the grab on the run. So digging in, Jason Hayward.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Out to short. Schneemann slinging it to first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Elias Diaz. Swing at a ground ball and foul ball. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Ready to begin the 8th. Stepping up for the Guardians, Angel Martinez.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
And ball 1. Now 1-1.
1-1.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Stays alive. Looking to get the tying run on base. Close, but called a ball. And it's 2-2.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
That one misses. And now it's filled up 3-2. On the run, sends it over to first, and they get the out. So now the DH spot. Petey Halpin.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Gets him to chase after that one.
No ball. One strike.
Holding on to a one-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Going back. Has room, and he makes the catch. Now here is Stephen Kwan. 0 for 3 in this one. Tatis going back. Just missed it. Back here at Petco Park, bottom of the 8th at the plate. Connor Joe. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Right through there for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Got him swinging. Next for the Padres, Jackson Merrill. This one in the air center field. Thomas gets under it. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, right fielder.
2 down, bases empty. And now, Fernando Tatis Jr. Just missed. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Kwan moving back. Pulls it in on the warning track. And we're back. Now the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Now pitching for the Padres, number 75, Robert Suarez.
And that one is in the dirt. 1-0. I've gotten to call some incredible NLDS games here at Petco Park between the Padres and their fierce rivals, the LA Dodgers. NLDS game 4 here in 22 when the Padres knocked off LA, and then game 4 in 2024 when the Dodgers started their comeback and eventual run to the World Series. One of the great fan environments in baseball. Brennan swings through it for strike 1.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swings through that.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Up the middle. Loves it on the dive. From his knees, the throw.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. You got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Stepping in, Carlos Santana. They have the lead, and they jump in front.
砸锅啦！哈哈哈。
4-3. Here's Lane Thomas. Offering is fouled off.
Well, on the mound, this is a spot where he's got to treat this as a clean inning. Forget about the home run. Forget about now being behind on the scoreboard. Start fresh and get those hitters back up to the plate as quickly as possible.
And 1-2. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. And a base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Check that. He'll stop at first with a single after putting on the brakes.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, they're on a home run.
Runner on the move. Fouled off left side. Way out front for strike 2.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. Move over to first, trying to keep it close. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him looking for the strikeout. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. Now it's the shortstop. Daniels. Runner takes off in the dirt. Blocked. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And now a man into scoring position. Cleveland up a run, looking for more. Check swing, called strike. Outside low, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and that is that. All set for the bottom of the. Emmanuel Clase on to try and close it out.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
No ball, 1 strike.
Makes the catch, 1 down. He's 2 outs away. Manny Machado up to the plate. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out. Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Schneemann. And that'll do it. The Guardians hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boog. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.